Welcome to the Royal Calcutta Turf Club Calcutta Races Monsoon Meeting 4th day Tuesday 20th of August 2024 race preview. The first race of the afternoon is the Star Phoenix Handicap for horses rated 1 to 26 which were in the station in Kolkata as of 1st of July 2024 to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. The first runner we're looking at is Tender Heart, who's already had a couple of starts in this season. In race number 4 she finished on 4th behind Rahila over 1200 meters. Last start she came up with a late dash and finished on in the money. Was in race number 20 over 1100 meters. The winner here was Cristaldo, which was Cristaldo's second win of the season, and Tender Heart finished on about a length and a half behind Cristaldo in third. Number 2 is Magnite, who had a benefit of run in this season and signed off the last season with a win in race number 178. That's in the winter season. This season in race number 1 was in 5th spot for most while as the horses entered the home straight, started to backpedal slightly and eventually dropped back and finished on 7th of 8 runners. The winner here was Chili Lady, who made every post a winning one. Number 3, Soul Music, who had a benefit of run in this season in race number 14, where Soul Music, she was slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 8th spot, made a couple of placings and eventually finished on 6th. She had won a race in the winter season in race number 41 and finished on the board couple of times. Three runners going up against each other again from race number 8. The horses of Calcutta, Sun God and Diamond Gold. Calcutta was in 8th spot as they entered the home straight, then came up with a run and just missed the place money, finished on 4th. Sun God, who was racing in 10th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 9th. And definitely your eye catcher was Diamond Gold. Diamond Gold, who was racing in 3rd spot for most while, kept battling on and saved place money. The winner here was War Trail, who practically made it a start to finish affair. Sunflare has been racing in patches. 3 starts for Sunflare in the winter season, where she was fancied a couple of times but finished on down the field. The start that we are looking at is from the monsoon season, where in race number 2 Sunflare was in 3rd spot for most while. When asked for an effort, did not have much to offer, finished on 5th of 7 runners. Today the mount of P. Surya. Number 8 is Valnarina, a Razan out of Banner here. 4 starts for Valnarina but has not really bothered the judges. Finished on 5th in first start, in race number 1 in winter season, then in the race number 65 finished on 8th. Race number 90 finished on 5th of 13 runners. In last start, the one we are looking at, race number 110, was in 4th spot as they entered the home straight, then back paddle, finished on 6th of 13 runners. The winner here was Flamingo Road. We move on to the second race of the afternoon, the HPSL Calcutta Juvenile Sprint, making a comeback after a gap of 4 years as this race for horses 3-year-old only to be run over a distance of 1100 meters. We got 3 runners and definitely the eye catcher is Trahila. 2 stars, 2 win for Trahila. And in the last start from race number 4, she made it a start to finish affair. If anything, accelerated into the last 200 meters and put daylight between her and the rest of the runners. Again, the mount of Yash Naredu. Number 2 is Dubai Princess, fashionably bred, earlier known as Crime of Passion. Couple of starts down south in Bangalore. In race number 76 there, finished on 2nd over 1400 meters to Golden Legend. And last start, the one we are looking at, is from race number 162, was in 2nd spot for most while. When the race came to a ball, Dubai Princess fell back slightly and eventually finished on 4th. The winner was Amazing Ruler. The mount of Sujit Kumar Paswan is Dubai Princess today. Number 3, Marco Lini. 4 starts for Marco Lini, definitely the most experienced out of the 3, and has placed a couple of times in race number 69, finished on 3rd. This was in the winter season. Race number 115 finished on 3rd again. The start we are looking at is from race number 171, where it was in 6th spot as they entered the home straight, made up a placing and eventually finished on 5th. The third race of the afternoon, the Sweet Senorita Handicap for horses grade 21 to 46, grade 1 to 26 eligible, which were in station in Kolkata as of 1st of July 2024 to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality to be run over a distance of 1400 meters. The first runner we are looking at is Rhapsody in Green. Rhapsody in Green had quite a few starts, started the season well with a win in race number 2, then had a few placed efforts. The run we are looking at is from race number 170, where Rhapsody in Green was in second spot as they entered the home straight when asked for an effort, started to drop back and eventually finished on 6th of 11 runners. The winner here was 26 Skill Black, who got the race in a three-way finish. Number 2 is Wonderful. Couple of starts for Wonderful in this season already. In race number 4, finished on 7th. Behind Trohila over 1200 meters in race number 118, finished on 5th after being in 8th spot, made some late gains. Wonderful, who had won a race in the winter season in race number 73 over 2000 meters. Today the mount of Anthony Raj S. Number 3 is Jokshan. Jokshan had mostly raced in southern India in Bangalore, where had a win behind its name. The start we are looking at is from the current season in Calcutta in race number 9, where Jokshan took the turn in 4th spot, then dropped back and eventually finished on 7th of 7 runners. The winner here was Nomitzi, who won the race by about 2 3/4 of a length. Today, Jokshan ridden by Arman Khan. Number 4 is Dubai Prince. Dubai Prince has had 3 starts in the winter season. No placed efforts for Dubai Prince. The last start was in race number 163, where it took the turn in 9th spot, then dropped back a placing and eventually finished on 10th. And it was reported after the race that Dubai Prince was trotting lame. Today the mount of Mohammad Samir. Number 5 is Horus the Great. Horus the Great had 5 stars in the winter season. Started the season with second place efforts, but then since then 4 starts, 4 unplaced efforts. The run we are looking at is from race number 181 in the winter season, where Horus the Great took the turn in 9th spot, did not make any further improvement, finished on 9th of 10 runners. The winner here was Clever Hans. Number 6 is War Trail. War Trail came down from southern India. First start for the stable, and what a start it was in race number 8. Was strongly fancied, made every post a winning one, led all the way. In race number 8, beat Trebia into second. Couple of runners, Algos and Sicily. This is from race number 11 in the current season, where Algos took the turn in 4th spot, made up a placing and finished on 3rd. But your eye catcher definitely had to be Sicily, who was a little slowly out of the gates, was almost refusing to gallop, but then got into a gallop and took the turn in 7th spot, came up with raking strides and eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Kindred Spirit. Moving on to the 4th race of the afternoon, the Credit Squeeze Handicap for horses grade 21 to 46, grade 1 to 26, eligible to be ridden by jockeys of Indian nationality to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. The first runner we're looking at is Donna Sienna. This is from the current season in race number 3, where Donna Sienna took the turn in 3rd spot, then when asked for an effort started to accelerate and eventually won the race by about 2.5 lengths, beating Satipur into second. Satipur has subsequently run second again. Today the mount of Anthony S. Raj again. Donna Sienna is by speaking of which out of La Donna. Number 3, King Roger, Western Aristocrat out of Catherine Linton. One start for King Roger in this season, where on race number 4 took the third and 3rd spot. When asked for an effort, didn't have much to offer, fell back couple of places and eventually finished on 5th of 10 runners. The winner here was Trohila, who got the race by 9 lengths. Today King Roger, again the mount of R. Bhaibhav. Number 4 is Extravagant Star was installed the favourite in the first start in the monsoon season after signing off the winter season with a win. This was in race number 20 where Extravagant Star took the turn in second spot, absolutely cruised into the lead, and for a while it looked like it's going to pull the race off. But then the run petered out and Extravagant Star fell back to 5th spot. The winner here was Cristaldo, who got the race in a 3-way finish. Number 5 is Stitch in Time. Stitch in Time came down from Mysore. One start for Stitch in Time in the winter season in race number 184, where in race number 184, over 1200 meters was in 6th spot as they entered the home straight. When asked for an effort, dropped back a place, finished on 7th of 8 runners. The winner here was Extravagant Star. Today, Stitch in Time, the mount of R.S. Bhatt. Number 7 is Monarchy. Monarchy had a start in the season in race number 11 in race number where it finished on 6th after taking the turn in 5th spot. When asked for an effort, dropped back a placing and eventually finished on 5th. The mount of Arman Khan again. The winner in race number 11 was Kinbred Spirit. Number 8 is Liban. Couple of starts for Liban already in this race. In race number 7, it finished on 2nd, which was a very eventful race. The last start was in race number 10, where it took the turn in 5th spot. When asked for an effort, dropped back and eventually finished on 6th. The winner here was Cristaldo. Today, Liban, the mount of Vinay Jaiswal. Finally, number 9, Saranaika. A couple of starts for Saranaika, met one better each time. In race number 1, finished on 2nd to Chili Lady. In race number 14, Saranaika looked like I was shaping well into the last 300 meters, but Tez came up with a run and challenged Saranaika. And eventually, Saranaika did the next best thing, finished on 2nd. Today, the mount of P. Surya. Moving on to the 5th and penultimate race of the day, the Marinsky Handicap. For horses rated 61 to 86, rated 41 to 66, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1100 meters. First up, we're looking at 4 runners. This is from race number 164 from the winter season, where we had Eternal Princess, we had Dr. Doom, La Dominate and Archway. Eternal Princess, who took the turn in 2nd spot, dropped back eventually and finished on 5th. Dr. Doom, who took the turn in 7th spot, made up a placing and eventually finished on 6th. La Dominate, who took the turn in 3rd spot, got into a ding-dong battle and eventually got the race about 2 lengths clear of Kalahari Gold. And we had Archway, who took the turn in 4th spot, battled on and finished on 4th. The winner was La Dominate. Today again the mount of Anthony S. Raj. Number 6 is 1000 Words. The 1000 Words had a couple of stars in the winter season. Nothing great about those 2 stars. Finished off the board in race number 27, finished on 6th. The run we are looking at is from race number 89, where 1000 Words finished on 12th of 13 runners. And it was noted after the race that 1000 Words had burst a blood vessel. Today the mount of Hindu Singh. Number 7 is Clever Hans. This run we are looking at is from the winter season, where in race number 181, Clever Hans was installed the favourite, took the turn in 6th spot, came up with a run circling the field and took charge into the last 100 meters or so and beat off all and sundry and beats Felix into 2nd by about length and a half. Number 9 is Leatherback. Leatherback, this run is from the current season in race number 6, where Leatherback was in 2nd spot, came abreast of Dragon's Gold and looked like it's going to get past, but Dragon's Gold had a little bit off its sleeve and fought back and kept on driving, and Leatherback did the next best thing, finished on 2nd, again the mount of KSI Kiran. Finally, number 10 is All-Time Legend. An All-Time Legend in race number 16 was slightly slowly out of the gates, was brushed up, then took charge and was in 2nd spot into the home straight, where Global Influence had taken a long lead. All-Time Legend kept on battling and eventually just missed out and finished on 3rd. Moving on to the sixth and last race of the day, the Twiddle D handicap for horses weight 41 to 66, rate 21 to 46, eligible to be run over a distance of about 1200 meters. First up, we are looking at three runners from race number 12 in the current season: Prince Aber, Rimmel, and John Lafette. Prince Aber, who took the turn in 7th spot, stayed on in 7th. Rimmel, which was Rimmel's second start of the season, earlier finished on 4th, was a little slowly out of the gates, took the turn in 5th spot, then made up a couple of placings, eventually finished on 3rd. And number 9, John Lafette, whose second start for the season, first up in race number 6, finished on 5th. Over here, John Lafette finished on 4th after taking the turn in 6th spot. The race was definitely in front between Zuma and Lady Sunshine, who split the wire. Zuma got the race by a nose. Number 2, 26 Black. 26 Black had a couple of wins in the winter season in race number 108, where got the measure of Star Justice. The run we are looking at is from race number 170, where 26 Black was in 6th spot, weaved the passage towards the inside, rode the rail to victory, eventually got the measure of Fancy Nancy by almost half a length. But it was noted after the race that 26 Black was trotting lame today, the mount of P. Tejeshwar. Number 3 is Stunning Force, who had 4 starts in the season. The best start was perhaps the last 2 starts for Stunning Force, where finished on 4th each time. The run we are looking at is from race number 118 in the winter season, where Stunning Force took the turn in 4th spot in a blanket finish, eventually finished on 4th. The winner here was Clever Hans, who won the race eventually by a length and a half. Stunning Force today the mount of P. Uday Kiran. Number 4 is Zuccardi, who had a win in race number 131. The run we are looking at was scheduled to start in this season but was withdrawn. And race number 131 in the winter season was in 2nd spot, then took charge and eventually beat off the late challenge of all-time legend, who missed out by a long neck. Today, Zuccardi ridden by Yash Naredu. Number 6 is Multi-Stara, who had 4 starts in the winter season and placed efforts in race number 145. The one we are looking at is from race number 185 in the winter season, where Multi-Stara took the turn in 3rd spot. When asked for an effort, dropped back slightly and eventually finished on 5th. The winner here was Dragon's Gold, who eventually got the race by length and 3/4. Multi-Stara today the mount of R. Bhaibab. Number 7 is K-Star. K-Star was scheduled to start in one of the races, was withdrawn. The starts we are looking at from the winter season in race number 175, where it went over 1100 meters, was in 3rd spot as it entered the home straight towards the inside, and eventually dropped back and finished on 4th. The winner here was Dali Soul, who extended the margin of victory to about 5 lengths. K-Star today the mount of Hindu Singh. Number 8 is Natural Grace. Natural Grace, after finishing on 2nd in a first start behind Snow Leopard, since then 3 stars, 3 wins. In race number 38 got the measure of Just Dash. Race number 69 beat Sea Salt Caramel, and race number 93, the one we are looking at, staved off the challenge of No Mitzi and won the race by about length and a quarter. Today the mount of Neeraj Rahul, who's ridden Natural Grace each time. Finally, number 10 is Sporting Trainer. Sporting Trainer had 2 wins in the winter season. One of them we are looking at, the other one was in race number 77. In race number 176, the one we are looking at, Sporting Trainer was slowly out of the gates and then was in 10th spot as entered the home straight, but slashed down the field, split them and won the race in a 4-way finish, beating off Flamingo Road. So thank you ladies and gentlemen for watching. See you at the races tomorrow.